Hey, YouTubers and YouTube fans, and just those of you who browse YouTube occasionally. Um, since I have a little bit of time, I'm going to put this video up today. I'm sorry that I'm not the best and most, prompt YouTuber in the world, but I'm also in school and other things. Um, but, so, this is the next kind of part of my several part series about my life. There might be a couple overlapping things just because I don't remember what I put when. But so I think I did talk about my education. However, I will mention it now and I will actually go into more detail about it here. This video is going to be about my experience at the blind school. And yes, shocking. A 20-year-old who's in college did go to a blind school for like 3 or 4 years of her life. Anyway, so after we moved from Colorado, we moved to Baltimore County, where I went to Sidamere Elementary, which was my preschool. Don't remember much of it, except for the fact that I do remember the one day that they called my name over the intercom because my mom had come to pick me up. And if I remember correctly, that was about the happiest day of my entire life. Well, of being at Sidamere anyways. So after Sidamere, I left and went to the Mountain School for the Blind, in which I went for grades K through 2. In kindergarten we didn't do much, but I think I was in first grade, or maybe the end of kindergarten. I had a walker, because, I explained about my condition. Part of graft versus host disease and myasthenia gravis is that I have weak muscles at times. And might I say, when that acts up, it's just lovely. Well, not, but anyways, trying to put a little spin on this video because I haven't done a video where I've sounded happy in ever. Anyway, so I had a walker because of my muscle issues, and I remember I think I was in first grade or very early second grade. I went to go take my walker back to somewhere, and my teacher and my nurse at the time, I had nurses because of my health issues. I had them as long as I can remember until I was in, I think, 7th grade. The end of 7th grade, they stopped. But I will talk about that either at the very end of this video or just one separate video on its own. But, so, my nurse and my cane instructor, they're like, okay, we'll wait here for you. And I was like, okay. So I went to go return my walker, and I actually couldn't find them. I couldn't remember where I had left them. And then, I did find them after a while. But my memory, in, I think it was first grade, down in the basement, they had tricycles, and I would ride their tricycle. They also had me do, a gym class where I would go on like balance beams and like it wasn't. I don't. I think it was just physical therapy or whatever. I don't remember, but um, they had me go on like balance beams and stuff like that, and I must admit that my balance is still horrible to this day. I mean, it's better than it was, but it's still. It, I call myself a klutz, but I don't know. Anyway, um, I'm a klutz in general, but probably more so when my GVHD starts acting up. But you know, that's not rare, but that's it doesn't happen as much these days. But so I remember one really funny story in second grade, and this is like the funniest thing ever. But before I get into that, I will say this. Melon School Rewind, at least when I went, they didn't challenge me a lot. Or they didn't challenge me enough. So, like in the summers, I'd be really bored. And just when I came home, and I played a lot when I was a kid, especially in Melon School, I really didn't take work seriously because, well, they didn't have any work. I remember the one time. I remember the one time I got sunscreen rubbed in my eye by accident. That was not fun. The bus was outside, and my mom tried to put sunscreen on me, and apparently she didn't look where she was going. And yeah, well, that happened. But I remember I had this bus driver, and I don't remember his name, but like I would always come from school because I wasn't a residential student, and so I would always come from school, and he would tap on his fan, and it was so annoying. Like, it kept me awake. Like, every time I tried to fall asleep, he wouldn't let me. It was really, really, really annoying. But he was a really nice bus driver. So, on Fridays, I would go with this teacher who taught me how to play the piano. I do think I remember explaining this in one of the videos, but I don't remember. Anyway, so I played the piano, and I would always give up, and she'd always say that there was like a fairy, and she would always like tickle my shoulder and say that it was the fairy, and like she would tell me that the fairy wanted me to like do like better and keep going and not give up, and like it was interesting. And at the end of our sessions, I got a little experience plucking the strings of a guitar. Now, one thing I should make very clear right now is through my whole entire life, I've not been one to finish things. So, senior year of high school, I learned to play the guitar. Well, I don't play it anymore. I gave up, kind of, for now. I took lessons to play the piano. Well, let's just say the only song I know how to play out of that is Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So, for those of you that know me, know that. But yeah. So, now on to my funny story about being in second grade. Now, I should tell you, and I'll explain this more when I get into the actual elementary school that I went to, which will be a different video than this one. But, so, my vision teacher, not my vision teacher, the Braille teacher at the Mountain School for the Blind did not think that I could go past the alphabet. She didn't. Like, we just kept working on the alphabet my whole years there. So, I think this is the first time I realized I have a horrible sense of direction, and I cannot tell you to turn right, left, or go straight. Now, I'm partially sighted, which probably makes it even harder, but I had a friend who, I think she's completely blind, and I was trying to tell her how to get back to our second grade classroom after Braille class, because we had Braille class together. And I tried to tell her how to get to the Braille, from the Braille room to the classroom. For the life of me, I could not tell her, like, turn a little bit to the right of where you're standing and keep going straight. I kept telling her, I was like, turn right and left and wait a second. I had no idea where I was going. But we figured it out after a while. And another funny part about being in the blind school was my other friend. So it was really funny because he would always pretend to be a cop. He would dress up like a cop. He was a very, very strange second grader. Taller than me, probably a little bigger than me, and he dressed up like a cop. But, so, to end this video, I'm going to be talking about, my nurses and everything else like that. So, when I came out of the hospital as a young kid, I was on a lot. I was, on a trach, and I had a lot of medications and everything, and they got me my family got me a nurse for my medical care. And she basically would make sure that I took my medications and that I was healthy, and she would, if I had a fever, she'd know what to do, that kind of stuff. Now, I've had some pretty bad nurses over the years, but from the actual elementary school, which is the public school, which I'll be putting up a video about in a second. Public school, they came every morning to make sure that I got on the bus. They rode with me. They came to class with me, which when I started middle school, they kind of refrained from doing that because I basically told them, hey, you're not sitting in class with me. That's not okay. But, yeah, so I am medically cleared from all nurses now. My health is okay, stable for now. I am still going to be, closely monitored by the doctors and everything, but I'm off, a majority of the medication I used to be on, so we're headed in the right direction, and I'm hoping that, life will get better and that, everything will be okay. So, as always, if you have questions, comments, concerns, if you want to see more of something, less of something, please, comment. I do get your comments. Email me. If I don't respond, then sorry. I don't check my emails that often. But of course, for those who know me, text me, message me on Messenger, WhatsApp me. If you have to, call me. I will answer all and any questions that you may have. And also, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this channel with all your friends. I do know that I put the link to my, or not the link, but my Twitter so you can also find my YouTube channel link on my profile on my Twitter page. And yeah, I'm gonna be putting up a video about public school in a second. And I will see you next time. Bye!